Hello, Guru Nation. How's it going? I'm here. You guys know this guy already, Jaime Valles. He's my nurse practitioner business partner. This is our first clinic over there. We just installed a drug cabinet and a desk for monitors, which is very important. We have our first site selection visit in a few days. I'm going to be there. Jaime's going to try to be there, and this is the segue. How does a busy nurse practitioner? Jaime sent me his schedule. It's like every other day blocked, and then it's just insane. How do you manage? How are you gonna manage your busy nurse practitioner schedule in an underserved area? So you're busier than most already, and research now. Like how you've already been planning this for a while in your head. So what's it looking like?
Well, it's promising. At work, we need 4 providers at least, and there were only 3 of us. So we were working 1 to 2 extra shifts a day. A week. I'm talking about 12-hour shifts. So there's been a couple more providers being hired. So hopefully they'll be ready before we need to start seeing patients and having the patients come through for the research process. And at that point, I'll be working 3 days a week, 3 12s. So I'm gonna at least be available 2 to 3 days, weekdays, to do the research part of it. So I'm thinking working 3 12s only. It's gonna really help me out in planning to see patients here.
Yeah, we were talking about the 312s. It's going to be easier than 4. And we have the first 2 studies we have are more challenging because they have some bradycardia, right, issues that we were just reading about. So they want you, and you are ACLS certified.
Right.
First, can you explain what that is to the people that are watching? What ACLS?
Well, ACLS goes. It's an advanced cardio life support. So it's like the CPR, but also the medications that can be given if a certain situation should arise, which hopefully it won't, right? So that's basically what it is: the compressions, respirations, and medications that can be done or given until EMS arrives. Or if in the hospital, ACLS trained nurses and doctors are the ones that run codes. So that's the issue. Thankfully, so far on this drug class of medications, the S1P1 agonist, bradycardia is the main side effect that can happen. That's why the holds are for 6 hours after the medication is given on these patients. It's going to be given. And the research PubMed did from 2013 to 2015. Within 24 hours, it kind of stabilizes, and it doesn't happen again with future doses.
Less likely, right?
Less likely.
Yeah.
So
The
hopefully,
first 24 hours is the most important part.
correct.
And it's not like we're telling you this because it's not like all studies require an NP to be with the patient 6 hours for their visits, but this study does. So Jaime's schedule all of a sudden becomes very important. It's not one of these studies, and we're going to get those studies where you can just pop in for 20 minutes and then go back. It's not one of those studies.
Yeah.
This is involved. It requires much more work from the clinicians, the providers, and not as much from the coordinator, actually, like me. A lot of the work's done by the dermatologist, by the NP, who's the safety investigator, by the PI, by the ophthalmologist, which is another safety aspect. Coordinator in this study is not really doing too much, just coordinating those things. But you guys, it's going to take up a lot of your time, so the scheduling for this study is going to be important.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it looks like the first study we're going to get. But if we can do it, look on the bright side. If we can do this well, we can do all kinds of
That's
stuff.
right. That is right. Then I think the other challenging area on this particular study is that if I'm going to be doing the safety monitoring, I won't be able to help on the assessment,
Right.
and the progression of the
Right.
patient, because we have to be blindsided. So of what the other team's doing. So it's going to be interesting, but I think it's always good to start with a little bit more complex study. That way, the other ones hopefully they won't feel as complicated.
It looks like that's how it's going to work out. So thank you, Jaime, for the video.
Thank you.
We will hope you're there Friday. If yes, you'll see him there. If not, you'll see my mug with the monitor's mug if he lets me interview him. All right, thank you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.